Good morning, everybody. Thanks for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. We appreciate it. I hear Goji carrying on like that low scream that she does. Gonna move some dogs around this afternoon. She's up on the house, that's why I'm screaming. Gonna move some dogs around this afternoon. We gotta run to town. But when we get back, I'm gonna take the two Gus Dottie Moo or Gus Packwa pups, and they're gonna get moved into the brood pen. I'm gonna take Dottie Moo's pups and move them to the kennel. Take Lily and Dottie Moo and swap them places. So Lily will go up into this kennel. Moo will go on the chain. Her pups will be right there. Can take her off the chain. Probably every night when I get home, I'll take her off and let them pups get a little bit of milk still. But that'll mean, you know, today, this afternoon, it's time for these guys to get their second shot. I think these guys are first shot next weekend, but I'm gonna move them down there, and I'll have to look at the calendar. They might be actually ready for their first shot. I get confused. It's easy to lose track. You know, I talked on another social media, and people in disbelief the amount of money it takes to care for this amount of dogs. It's not cheap. You know, they are not. We're not at the point where they are self-sufficient. It costs money out of pocket. You know, $900 for the kennel, $100 each for them plastic dog houses. You know, luckily the plywood houses, which I prefer, all that lumber was free. Every bit of it. You know, vet visits, shots, county fees. You know, to go into the dog shows, the entry fees to the dog shows. You know, it's $20 a dog to show your dog. There's 3 shows on a weekend. Some of them have 4. But average is 3 shows on a weekend. That's $60 a dog. You take 4 dogs, that's $240. You go to 10 shows, which we made last year. That's $2,500. You know, that's not counting any fun show entry fees. We don't do a lot of that, but we put Melvin in best condition a couple times. Judge's Choice Puppy, Judge's Choice Adult, because that money goes straight to the clubs. You know, we've had to rent a trailer, and when we drag the trailer, this car gets it gets about 15 miles to the gallon. This car does. When you're dragging that trailer. So it's depending upon where we go. You know, every 150 miles, you got to stop and fill this thing up. With gas prices up, it's $30 to fill it up. So if you're going 450 miles, it costs you $100 each way in gas. You know, 2 nights in a motel, missing a day of work. I didn't didn't take that, sometimes 2 days of work, Friday and Monday. You know, paying the dog sitter, the house sitter, paying them for coming. The expenses start adding up. That's why I said, you know, my hat goes off to the people that they may not have this amount of dogs, but they're doing it as well. And that's not the time. You know, another friend told me not long ago that her and a breeder that was her friend did different breed. They looked at their time and they actually wrote it down, the time they spent and all that with the pups and the dogs. And when it came right down to it, they paid themselves minimum wage is what they figured. Back then that was $3.35 an hour. And when it got done, the other lady lost like $100 and she made $67 off her litter, is how they figured it. Just kind of crazy. People think that, you know, there's a big misconception about people getting rich and the price of puppies being too much and all that. Like I said, a big misconception. Raising these animals and doing all that, you do it for the love, not for the money. And the money, the puppy money, gets turned right back into the yard. You know, if we're spending 40 grand a year on, right now I think it's the count's 35 dogs and pups. 40 grand a year, that's $1,000 a dog. You know, we're watching Houston out there for, the guy sends us $50 a month. You know, that's $600 for the year. We lose money watching Houston. That's all right. You know, some other people, we got their dogs here. They send some money and you know, what they end up sending actually probably covers the care and upkeep of the animals. You know, I mean, that's just, we're appreciative that they do that, just like they're appreciative that we've took their animals in. But the cost, the expense ain't no joke. You know, someone told me recently that they don't pay retail price. They get dog food for 50 cents a pound. We're not that lucky. When we fed raw, we fed the hunting season for free. Excuse me. Went to Dryden Providing for meat and stuff. Used to get beef hearts there at a really good price. Tripe and all that, but the price of that went way up. They package it now individually. It doesn't come in, it used to come in a 60-pound box of beef hearts. You know, so it's and the reason we switched from raw is we weren't getting heat cycles. Whether that's my error, the hormones and antibiotics in the food, I don't know. But whatever the thing was, in 3 years' time, the only dog that ever came into heat was Paqua. The rest of them never did. We went back to kibble, and now we're getting regular heat cycles. I kind of believe that it's a combination of everything, and maybe more about the stuff that's in the meat we eat. But see, Dottie Moo got up. Her pup's starting to come out. She's not digging them eating the food, so until she gets her fill, she's you know what I mean, she's up there to get away from them, and she'll go later today is they're getting separated. But anyway, I'm gonna go in. We're getting ready to go to town. Gonna get new tires on the car. Um, you know, put 11,000 miles on this car in 4 months. And let me think where this car has been up to near Detroit to a dog show, out to Missouri, tri-state New Jersey, down to Florida. You know, it's, you know, 5,000 of the 11 is dog show driving. You know, I talk to everybody about being legit. You know, we have an EIN number, we pay the taxes, we do all that stuff. You know, I'm not on here because my yard is it's open for everyone to see. I don't allow very many people to pull in here and come visit, but it's open for everybody to see on a daily basis. I'm making videos every day, and the reason for that is so that people can see and we have a record of what we're doing. Because animal care and controls pulled up here, they pulled up when we lived in Tennessee, they pull up. People are pissed that you own American Pit Bull Terriers. They really want to do away with this breed. They've even convinced the public that you can let these dogs run free and be together. And anybody that owns them knows what a crock of shit that is. And anybody that sees somebody that has theirs running together, they know what they got. They don't have these animals. You can go out, I can go out there right now, and other than Houston, Fiona, and Alita, maybe a couple of the puppies, you can go out there and let any dog off their chain right now, and you be in for a long fucking day. You know, we've all heard the stories of people going and coming home to 5, 6, 7, 8 dogs dead. You know, we sent a dog to a friend, and he in turn sent it to his father-in-law. His father-in-law is a hog hunter. Went to work and came home, and the bitch got out. And she killed his bay dogs, his catch dogs. Every dog he had was dead when he come home from work. You know, that's just the true nature of what we have in its form, in its original form. And it's not illegal to own it. It's not illegal to have it. Bob Stevens went to prison and fought for our right to talk about history, to record it, to view it. You know, that's I've got more respect for that man. And in my opinion, he did more for not just the American Pit Bull Terrier, but for our rights to view and watch and talk. You know, it's not against the law. They can't. We can talk about the history's dogs and all that, and that's why people say, and why it's true, you talk about the dead and the dead dogs, because nothing can happen to people that are already dead. They can't go to prison. They can't come steal their dogs. The dog's dead. The person's dead. That's the, you know, the guys talking and congratulating and doing all that. I'm not down with all that. But anyway, again, I need to get off here and get in. Hope y'all have a great, wonderful day. I'll do some of them short little clips this afternoon, moving dogs, looking at puppies. I need to get some people who have purchased stuff, some pictures and videos, and, you know, hopefully we're back home by 2. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Again, thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. We appreciate it all.